Hi everyone, this is Mary Ellen. Welcome to my channel. I'm very grateful to be here with you today. We have a continuation of a message that has been coming out in my guides are saying in sections. Yesterday there was a really intense amount of energy coming through when I started talking about the shamanic process of bringing forward a certain type of energy awareness and our experience of it. And it has to do with our unfolding, our energy set point, the coming forward, the 4D, the 5D, those kind of things that are prophesied for 2019. So, my guides wanted me to focus, as usual. If you're new, welcome. So what I do is I pick a couple of cards, oracle cards, and then we jump into the Rider Waite, and we'll pick a rune at the end of the reading, just to tie all the energy threads together. Today, my guides want to focus on the notion of elk as we come into using the speed and the direction, and Spirit's talking about the aim, the true aim of the medicine arrow from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and then we see from the Journey of Love Oracle, Eruption of Light. So my guides are talking about this is the way forward. That video was a little bit intense because the stream of energy was becoming visible by the way it was disturbing the video. It was really fascinating. I loved that it happened. So today they want to talk with you about elk medicine. And elk is about having stamina. Elk medicine teaches that pacing yourself will increase your stamina. Elk medicine people may not be the first ones to arrive at a goal, but they always arrive without getting burned out. So it's a caution against taking on too much or becoming overly, my guides are talking about, while there's a lot of desire for the direction in which we're going, it is important to pace yourself and to not be self-judgmental and to understand that these things are going to take time. They're showing us the goal and some of the effects are coming forward, but allow yourself to utilize your stamina while you're aiming yourself truly at the goal, which is this eruption of light energy. That is what we're talking about. As my guides always say, they're sort of chiding me at the moment. You are your energy set point. You are your purpose. People want to know what their purpose is, and the simple truth is you are your purpose. That's, you came here. We're talking again about starseed, incarnating from an energy set point in which you resided, and you came here to have a certain experience, and part of the experience is mastering your energy set point and understanding what it is to intentionally carry that into this realm and to learn about what the purpose of that is. So, okay, my guides, the words that are coming through, it is much, something about it is much derived. There is much derived from that notion. Part of it is the internal desire that we have to find our personal mission, but the two are not the same. They are related. So my guides always want people to feel assured that your life has meaning. Your life is precious. It is sacred because of the fact that you exist and nothing more. And it's time to really love yourself as we begin to move into this energy and to take the notion of elk, utilize your stamina because it's a long journey coming forward. So the other thing that comes through in the text about this card is that it's important to find company among your own. Okay, in the book it's talking about gender because they're talking about mating season. But my guides are saying, just find company among like-minded people. People who understand the journey that you're on and can be supportive of your efforts and not overly focused on you have to reach your goal, has to happen really fast. And no. It's meant to take time. So elk is telling you to look at how you are holding up to the stresses of your life and to the changes that are coming forward. pace yourself so that you maintain equilibrium of energy over the distance that you plan to cover. So while we are going this distance, one of the reasons that maintaining our stamina is so important is because we are the arrow. It is our energy that's aiming us toward this goal. So let's crack open the Mystical Shaman Oracle book and just take a look. And Spirit says, and pick some nuggets out just to fully illustrate the idea that we see in the bonded message of these three cards. So receiving arrow reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and you will be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling, release attachments that stand in the way, and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. I like that. So that's the message. Spirit saying it's reconfirmed in these two different ways, utilizing the images and the text, the words that come through the text. So Arrow says it's symbolic of the need to set your creativity free. Don't put yourself in a box. It's a very creative time that we're in. So when Arrow zings through the air, it is inviting you to pay attention and signifying to you that you are about to make your mark. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know that your desires and intentions have traveled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. Trust that your job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize yet releasing your intention with full expectation that it will land as it is supposed to. So I love that message. Spirit wants me to crack open this book. I wasn't going to, but Eruption of Light. It's a little bit self-evident, isn't it? That's from the Journey of Love Oracle. It's number 11. So your every prayer is power-packed. It is an eruption of light, beamed into the divine presence. Prayer is powerful in that it is divine action set in motion. Your power of divine prayer emerges from your heart and out through your throat chakra, whether you speak or sing, or your prayer silently is within your own mind. This oracle holds a message for you. Your prayers have more power than you may realize, and you have a special ability to heal and to bring light where it is needed, and to uplift through simple spoken kindness. This feeling may be an urge to write or speak on topics that are close to your heart. You may also simply have the need at a soul level to share from your heart chakra with others when you are engaged in conversation. Life begins with love. It is to complete itself again. And this is how symmetry is born. Beautiful. So let me move my camera back and we'll get the message out from the Rider Waite. So I always shuffle the decks and clear them before I start the reading. So I put this down like this because this card just literally came sliding out while I was shuffling. So that's the first card for the reading. Let's see what that is. Six of Cups. Okay, so it's about this message of nostalgia. It's really interesting. I love that it is here in this way. I think there is this eruption of light and this sort of moving into this energy of the past. And yesterday, Spirit was talking about, there were words about things being turned upside down, I think. So I love that. You know, if Six of Cups is about nostalgia and about the sweetness of love and thoughts of childhood, etc., and we see that reversed here, it's about going forward in a new way. And I do think that the nostalgia, the things that we've known, provide a foundation of stamina, but we're going to have to leave some of those notions behind to reformulate what we understand and how we understand it. And that's why Elk is there, giving us messages about stamina. Because the way we understand things is irreparably changing. We're not going to be able to cling. Look, woo! We're not going to be able to be clinging to the nostalgia of the past. Thank you, Spirit. So, again, the devil in reverse, we're being released from something. Very awesome. And these are the things, this is the reason Spirit says, the illustrations of the reasons about why we've needed to have this intense amount of stamina, because we've been through a lot. We've been utilizing our heart chakra to the best of our ability. When it comes to human love relationships, when it comes to society, when it comes to politics, all the stuff we're talking about right now. Any folks who are in the UK, I've been seeing what's going on for you folks in terms of your political process. There's just chaos everywhere. I mean, it's just part of what's happening while we reformat and we release ourselves from the notions of the past that have been causing us to be in bondage. So, Spirit, let's have a card. Let's finish out that row and then we'll go forward from there. What is the rest of this message about stamina and the way we need to be present in these moments, release the past, release ourselves from bondage? They're saying that one. Look, I love this. I love this row of cards. Thank you, Spirit. So, the Two of Swords, reversed. We're talking about a process that is being turned around. And we're no longer going to spend a lot of time perseverating on these things. It is time to move forward. And it's okay to have happy memories. That's perfectly fine. The stamina is about the way we're moving forward, because we're moving into the ability to aim our arrow and go forward from these places. And it has taken a lot of stamina. Spirit says within our class of beings, this is our story from the past. And it did take a lot of mental energy to try to get some clarity, but we don't need to work in those places anymore. We need to stand present, have stamina for this journey that's coming forward, and aim ourselves straight into the eruption of light that's coming. Spirit, give us some messages, would you please, about the arrow? Give us some messages for us. What would you like to say about this arrow? Look. Look. Yeah, again, I always say it. We're talking about love energy. So Two of Cups, balancing, rebalancing. That's what Spirit was talking about. Rebalancing. The twos are about balance. Sharing something with others. Sharing with humanity. Sharing with an individual, perhaps. So if you're looking at this reading and you are going through a rebalancing in a love relationship because the nostalgia about what used to be or what you thought you wanted that was chaining you, it's no longer something you want to spend any time or energy or discernment on, is what my guides are saying. You want to go forward. You want to be balanced inside of yourself so that you can be the arrow and bring forward what is meant to come. All right, Spirit. So a little more ponderings. That's the word that's coming through. A little more pondering. I love it. Right? About what it is we want. And we're talking from the widest possible basis, of course, the family of humanity, our set point as beings. But there are some of you that have been engaged in a relationship, because we're talking about love energy. So if you're aiming yourself truly at a relationship, that's your desire. That's what you're aiming for. Maybe some of you have released yourself from something that was bound up. Ooh, I love this. All right. Bound up in something from the past, or your emotions, wanting something to get better because you've been at it in a long-term way. I think some of you are rebalancing, re-aiming, you're releasing yourself, because I love that. That's the sacred Fool, the 0 point. And we've been through all these 0 point full moons. Some of you are at a very, very new place within yourself. I love the notion of aiming the arrow into the 0 point of creation. With your desires coming forward, you're stepping off a cliff into the unknown in order to bring creation forward, to bring forward the eruption of light. And look, that's the card that came out behind it. The hand of the divine holding the sacred pentacle. Energy that is grounded and wanting to come forward to build something stable. And we are engaged in that. Spirit calling us today a class of beings. As a class of beings, definitely. we are gonna come into this energy set point, and that energy is going to be our arrow, and it is going to be of the light and into the light. Okay, of course. So it is going to obviously be a very sacred process that's going to bring to us an enormous amount of clarity. And if you are engaged in a love relationship that you find this reading is resonating with you, all right, look, I'm going to show you something. Everybody take a deep breath. Look. All right. It's perfect. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to leave the cards right there at that. So, this eruption of light brings an enormous amount of inspiration, an enormous amount of clarity. And you're going to feel like the hand of the divine is reaching into your life through this eruption of light, because you've been able to pull back your bow and aim your arrow toward that which you desire to create. Look at this. I love that it brings a tower moment. My guides are saying it's akin to a tower moment, because some of you are literally going to be unchained and walking away from something in the realm of personal relationships. And we as a class of beings are walking away from the things from the past that used to bind us and cause us confusion. And we spent a lot of energy, it took a lot of stamina to move beyond the place where we used to reside. And elk, the story in the animal medicine cards is about elk. Walking through the forest, elk becomes pursued by mountain lions. So there's this sort of energetic battle that goes on. And elk wins because elk knows how to pace itself. And it has the ability to leap over obstacles and boundaries in a way that mountain lion just doesn't have. And so Spirit's talking about that story in relation to this. I love it. So let's pick from the runes about this eruption of light. The stamina that we have had. My guides there's a lot of sort of loving energy coming through. As if they want to put their arms around us and just allow us to feel their love and compassion, their encouragement, and their acknowledgement for what we've been living through as a class of beings, having incarnated here. I love the ideology that's coming forward about being released from our past, their same transgressions. We're being released. And we are now going to be focused on love energy and what we'd like to create out of this 0 point moment, because things have changed so much, and the energy that's coming through is an eruption of light that gives us the ability to build something more stable than the foundation we used to be on. And we're going to be able to do it with a lot of clarity, so we can, okay, here's the phrase that's coming through. So we can blow that shit up once and for all and move on. I love it. And I love that the Fool looks into the tower. It's fantabulous. All right, Spirit, what would you like to say to us? You know what? Okay, so my guides are talking again about the rise of the energy. When the tower moment comes, it creates the ability to this to come forward, because we are no longer tied to the past. Quite lovely. And the same thing, whatever used to confuse us, we couldn't get clarity about that. That's rising into this center point as well, the Four of Wands, because we are building. We are able now to build out of the eruption of light, the energy that's coming forward. And I think specifically we're talking about being past the Mercury retrograde and going into this beautiful new moon in Aries, traveling in that direction when Venus goes into Pisces. So if you don't know about that transit, go look it up on the internet, okay? And find out for yourself, my guides are saying, why the cards are coming out the way they are and what the wider implications are. Okay, Spirit, what would you like us to have? Talk to us a little bit more, please. Well, now, let's see. See that? Some of you already know. That's the rune for initiation. So why don't we put it right here? This moment of initiation, where we get to blow stuff up that which no longer works for us, because we're stepping into an eruption of light. That's what the initiation is about. And the old cycle is over. Now they're talking about, there's information coming through about the change in the Earth axis, things like that, that I've been patiently waiting to try to do a live stream about. My internet connection has been all kinds of funky, so I'm just going to wait until we transit past the Mercury-Neptune partnership that's going on for another week now. So this is Perth. It is a hieratic or a mystery rune, pointing to that which is beyond our frail manipulative powers. Perth is on the side of heaven, the unknowable. That's why the hand of the divine is reaching through in all these ways. Perth has associations with the phoenix. That's why Spirit wanted it there. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. The phoenix is the mystical bird which consumes itself in the fire and then rises from its own ashes. Gosh, that's making me get all choked up. Its ways are secret and hidden. Powerful forces of change are at work. Yet what is achieved is not easily or readily shared. After all, becoming whole and the means of it is a profound secret. On the side of the earthly or the mundane, there may well be surprises, gains or rewards that you did not anticipate. And on the side of human nature, this rune is symbolized by the flight of the eagle, which came through in the reading 2 days ago. So if you haven't seen this little, I think it's a little mini series that's coming out after I did the readings about the politics and the Mueller report, and I did a reading on Trump's soul cycle. If you don't know, go check it out. It's going to blow your mind. Not at all what I expected. So, circling back on the realm of the earthly or the mundane, gains, rewards, surprises. Shocking things that come forward that we don't expect to have happening. So, the flight of the eagle, the soaring flight that is free from entanglement, lifting you above the endless ebb and flow of the ordinary life to acquire broader vision. All of this is indicated. This is one of the cycle runes. Perth stands at the heart of initiation. Nothing external matters, except as it shows you your inner reflection. This rune is concerned with the deepest stratum of our being. It is the bedrock upon which our destiny is founded. For some of us, Perth means experiencing a death. If need be, let go of everything, no exceptions, no exclusions. Nothing less than renewal of spirit is at stake. So what we're letting go of is, okay, my guys are using the word our mannerisms. I think they're talking about the way we express ourselves, the things we were tied to, the way we were able to do, to perform our efforts toward our goal. That's what we're being released from. And those are the things, in part, not all of it, right? But some of that has been holding us back. There's messaging coming through about relationship addiction. The way we've been addicted to romantic love that caused chaos in our lives because there are so many people that can't imagine their life without that. And they spend their entire life sort of lusting after things that are not coming forward because of the negative thought process attached to it. And I think that's a rift that could go on for quite a while. So I'm going to refrain from attending to that today. But my guides have been talking about it for a long time. It doesn't mean we're not going to have love relationships. Yes, some of us are. We do need to procreate. However, the way we understand love energy is radically changing, and we're going to broaden our experience and our vision and our understanding of that so that we can have love relationships in the broadest scale. So I think dual messaging here. Some of you are experiencing something very liberating in order to be able to create what you want and aim yourself truly toward that. And as a class of beings, this is the direction we're going. And I'm very glad to see it. As always, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your company. I'm very grateful to anyone who shows up to pick up these messages. So please always remember to click the like button for me and share the video. My guides have been prodding me lately to ask people to share the video on social media. So if you're of the mind to do that, it would be appreciated. I'm a kind of a Luddite, so I don't have my you know what together yet on Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. Partly because I can't figure out how to add that to the things I need to manage. So my guides are trying to rely on you for that. It would be appreciated. And as always, I'm looking forward to your thoughts and your experiences and the comments that you share below the video that really do help all of us quite a bit. So thanks, gang. Have a lovely day. I'll see you soon.